Public outrage over the Gwaltabi incident shows no signs of abating as citizens, both young and old, carry out human chain protests from Singjume Kekel to Lilong, Hong Kong, and protests at various places. Condemning the recent Gwaltabi incident, Kokomi Students Front launches a boycott of central government offices by locking up offices of Chief Electoral Officer and Geological Survey of India in Lumpel. Congress Legislative Leader Okram Ibobi condemns Gwaltabi incident as an insult to the people of Manipur, demands public apology from those responsible, else warns of legal action. And Amuko General Secretary Pratap Leishankem says MLAs asking civil society organizations to unite first before asking elected representatives to unite is a blatant move to sideline real issues facing the state. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Public outrage over the Gwaltabi incident shows no sign of abating as citizens, both young and old, staged a human chain protest today from Singjume Kekel to Lilong, Hong Kong. People also carried out widespread protest demonstration at various places. People condemned the May 20 incident at Gwaltabi area where personnel of the 4th Mahar Regiment allegedly ordered the covering of the Manipur signage on the Manipur State Transport MST vehicle ferrying journalists along Imphal Ukhrul Road who went to cover the inaugural day of Shirili Festival and subsequently denied them the passage at Gwaltabi checkpost. Spearheaded by All Manipur United Clubs organization Amuko, the protest saw participation from the Poire, Laimarol, Amaova, MSF, COHR and various Mairapaibi groups. Demonstrators chanted slogans demanding a public apology from the governor, telling government of India to stop dividing Manipur and that India must respect Manipur's identity. They also displayed various placards as the protests gained momentum. Security forces including Singjume Police and Central Paramilitary personnel intervened to control the situation. Despite the heightened security, the protests proceeded peacefully, with demonstrators calling for action against the May 20 Gwaltabi episode and calling for respect for Manipur's dignity. Amuko General Secretary Pratap Leishankem condemned the 4th Mahar Regiment's action at Gwaltabi, describing them as deeply hurtful to the people of Manipur. He accused the Indian government of imposing a form of colonial rule on Manipur and claimed that India shows no concern for the Meitei, Naga, Kuki or Pangal community. He further criticized the silence of the governor, chief secretary, security advisor and the DGP, saying it amounts to sidelining the people of Manipur.
Bharat Sarkarna akhoi dang asi yengibse tarang tholak pai tare masi tasina sifai duna tawribyo thabaktu khoi gi sidalai riba chief secretary security advisor adagi governor DGP lady baduna kauraga ma ki tawriba marandu sibongne na phongdoktana sifai singdubu losallaga thamaga dang asi Manipur da mai sana na gi asowa ama horoi basina akhoi da tasengna Manipur da akhoi gi namdaba aduga ngasi loi challaba laingak ama na salai badu ngasi di sabsana akhoi setheng phange akhoi masen je ason badu da khara mapangan kalhalaga na madu lan tawholaga akan bada musondan ba akai British ki loilam sandomba adumaina ngasi chap mogi colonial dune sandori se aduna hojikti ima event ji chinda sininaw gi kaisu khangjanaba sinda akoi dingtambagi akoi maromdom lepchabagi wakhan bawba ngasi yorokpa akoi lawba hore ise kaigeno da masi Bharat Sarkarna tholakune.
Women vendors of Lamlong Kaithil and members of various Mairapaibi groups tried to storm the Imphal DC office to submit a memorandum over the recent Gwaltabi incident this afternoon. Security personnel intercepted the protesters at Porampad crossing, which led to a heated confrontation between them. Later, few of them were allowed to meet with the DC, whom they submitted the memorandum containing various demands.
Governor governor Tama Katang Pando or so, Nasi, Tam Pivangam the Lady Minister who Puse, Moidi Hen, Patana, Tabak Tobangam, Ubi, Natragadi, Pazamiang with sub reaction, Pangakani, Matsununga, Pamlelo, Namda Targadi, Manipur, go back, Mahanbigo, Adopasen, Sogra, Natragakoi, Number Sati, Nasi, Central Gromena, Tauri Tongse, Yaninde, Hydanaso, Magi Governor the Kangan, Hydana, Disi, Madamna, Simak, Lovira, Namna, Inganga, Ayansage, my being Sigi, Awaba Kudima, Uzare, Massa, Iti, the Pizarre, Hydana, Habira, Koyosi, Mayam Chinsa, Yaraga, Tomina.
Members of four Mayapaibi groups from Achanbigai stage of protest meet at Achanbigai Laishram Lampa Community Hall today, condemning the May 20 Gwaltabi incident. Speaking to the media, convener of the four Mayapaibi Lup, Sobam Sanatombi condemned the actions of the 4th Mahar regiments, calling it a deliberate insult to the identity of Manipur. She said the incident lends weight to fears of a possible division of Manipur along Hill Valley lines and terms such an agenda as completely unacceptable. Sanatombi further criticized the role of state authorities under President's rule, alleging they were aggravating tension. She expressed dissatisfaction with the governor's handling of the situation, stating that as the head of the state, he must be held accountable for the growing unrest.
Government gi wei ba gari da Manipur tharaga sing da haiklak payaroi haidana India lenga ki mathau tauribani haiba group amana haibase Manipur asibu sing tam khaidok machet thugai ka degi tawbak nibung leringai sida tarang na handak si hekta thugai bo horak pa haibase pungning se phada duna leiba ngamaktre MLA masa gi vote ta paisa sangi ba hanjanna bagi wakhalun da makok tu thada daga unga leibagi mahutta miyam gi praja gi seba tawgani haidana moina makhau pong law gi dana makhut lon na haigi bodo hausi amna tanja sare matam sta makhoina madugi thodang do lawragtragadi paithajaba leitre.
Locals of Singjimay, Chingamathak in Imphal West, under the initiative of Chingamathak College Board Youth Development Association, also carried out protest demonstration today, condemning the Gwaltabi incident and demanding a public apology from the governor. Human chain protest demonstration was also carried out along Kiamgai-Pal Ahanbi, condemning the Gwaltabi incident today. The agitation was jointly carried out by Peace and Integrity Committee Kiamgai and All Kiamgai Nupi Chaukat Thaurang Lup. During the demonstration, agitators raised several slogans such as "The people condemns Centre's tactics to erase Manipur," "Centre must stop divide and rule policy," "Self-determination is our birthright," "Repealed Armed Forces Special Powers Act," and "No interference to journalists," among others. Condemning the recent Gwaltabi incident, Kokomi, Coordinating Committee on Manipur's Integrity, launched its boycott of central government offices by locking up the offices of Chief Electoral Officer and Geological Survey of India in Lumphel this afternoon. The protest was carried out by Kokomi Students' Wing members and volunteers. Protesters overpowered the security forces stationed at the entrance gate and shut down the central offices. Kokomi announced the decisions to shut down the central government offices during protests over the Gwaltabi incident along Tidim line yesterday. Kokomi Students Front convener S. Vidyananda Warren said agitation will continue until Governor A.K. Bhalla issued a public apology and State Chief Secretary, Security Advisor and DGP were ousted from their post. He said Kokomi Student Front stands firm to defend the identity of Manipur.
Me kun gi incident asida koi gi Manipur gi adugumba historical identity bu challenge toba adugumba koi gi value cultural value khangdaba Manipur gi miyam u sita hoida mongna tawrkhiba thodok to madu miyam na taraina logde madu gi damakta koi chapchana thengna kani haba wafam da yampham morkanda Manipur haba waise makhoi ni sinaba yaru hairabani na koi Manipur miyam na su India haba waise koi tabada hangoire koi tugatchare haba wahidan marakanda miyam na India haba waise na khongda taning tre haba miyam gi oba kholaw se cancel question marakanda koi ne sunga si India gi asigumba ward ase lokthok ba gi
Republican Party of India, Manipur Youth Committee (MYC) demands inclusions of a retired judge of the High Court into the inquiry committee comprising Commissioner Home and Ashok Kumar and Secretary Information Technology T.H. Kiran Kumar to probe into the Gwaltabi incident. Speaking to media at Maipa Venue Palace Compound today, the Youth Committee General Secretary T.H. Mangalsena said they will seek legal help if their demands is not met.
Gwaltabi Thudoka Mari Lenana Inquiry Committee Maselba Sida High Court ki retired just sama happy na RPI Youth ki Maikai de Mari Lenaba Singi pudding Sisari. Kari Gumba de Mana Sida Tabak Talk to Pirtaba Targadi, legal ki Mateng Loragani.
Imagi Meira President T. Sujata demands BJP Manipur President A. Sarda to convene a meeting on new government formation at the earliest. She was speaking on the sideline of visiting the party head office in Nityaipat Chuthek to meet with the party top officials today. Security forces intervened as Imagi Meira members tried to enter the BJP office. Later, few of them were allowed to enter and meet with the BJP president and other top party leaders. However, party president A. Sarda was not present in the office.
BJP office da lakchabani laisigi maramdi hauji MLA suspended laiba 45 na sarkar sem ge haidi semba yaba ponina party suna kari gidamata sem dino moi tonga na amada khara kem to tawisi kari gino habegi mana party president odo oibanina onda hangela pani adubu ma se ngasi gi oinadi thena bada kata kudong chararoi aduna hayeng sigi bokki manungda moi famina na basilak ke haire aduna masi famina raga sem da gadi kai gino di praja suta sena mayam se loi ngaure ba.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC condemns the May 20 incident at Gwaltabi, where personnel of the 4th Mahar Regiment allegedly forced passengers to remove the Manipur signage from a Manipur State Transport MST bus, calling the act a grave insult to the people of Manipur. MPCC demanded immediate action against those involved and a public apology. Speaking during the 61st anniversary of former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru at Congress Bhavan in Bir Tikendrajit wrote today, CLP leader and former Chief Minister Okram Ibobi said the act could not have been carried out without an official order from the governor, the security advisor or the DGP. He further questioned whether such a direction could have come from a central force operating without state-level authorization, especially during President's rule. Okram Ibobi called the Gwaltabi incident a sign of disrespect and suppression, warning that if such actions continue, Manipur's place within India could be questioned. Ibobi slammed the airlift of the governor from the airport to Raj Bhavan yesterday, saying it was a shameful move to avoid protesters angered by the Gwaltabi incident. He said the airlifting of the governor is an embarrassing not only for the governor himself but also for the Prime Minister and Union Home Minister. Ibobi said those responsible must issue a public clarification and apology, warning that the Congress party will explore legal options if they failed to respond. MPCC President K. Megachandra, CWC member Gai Khangam and other senior leaders also attended the event, where they paid floral tributes to Jawaharlal Nehru and stressed the importance of safeguarding democratic values and the dignity of Manipur.
Mahari Jimin Moy Hajan Gadam ni Kulolaga, a koi Shoigrena, Shoigre Hibana Yaroeva, Action Logadam never, Action to load the Sikarino, to win a lace. Ngarang Maktalu, kilometer Manga, Taruki, Airport in a Shibhova, Lakpa, Lambish, the Boo, Governor say, Lepak not even in issue. Big Kravai State, kilometer Manga, Taruki, Shiju, other jungle the Kaida Sapa Lambish Unatava, Shideda, by Rota, Trebhel, Tawangam Dana. Helicopter na pick up tawga sila targa Rajavan sang issue. Ikai ni ngai ni si ikai ni ngai ni kanano ikai do Amit Shah duni Narendra Modi si ikai ni ngai ne ba se ikai ni ngai ni Manipur gi praja sing da ikai ba pi bani Manipur se India gi part ama nati su government of India na hai bi ro ba akhoi leiriba Manipur gi praja sing akhoi mayam khana jarga Manipur se akhoi sa ithanna akhoi ngakse na ba halaman hakta ipa ipu lai haktak tai su nga aga akhoi lai ni akhoi ngakse na ba seng na government of India na hai bi ro madu clarification to bi ro ba.
Okrami Bobby also criticized BJP MLA Govindas Konthaujam over his recent remarks, suggesting that unification of MLAs would be easier once civil society organizations unite. He termed the statements irresponsible and argued that it implied BJP MLAs were either afraid or incapable of uniting in the public's presence. He reminded that Govindas had once betrayed the Congress party by defecting to the BJP, questioning his credibility. Stating that civil society organizations are not elected representatives, Ibobi added that relying on them to unite MLAs, especially when the BJP holds an absolute majority but has failed to form a popular government, is a major embarrassment for the ruling party.
Irresponsible loiba elected representative that too ruling party leiba madusu muigi sufficient number leiba adu chatlaga akhoi sidaida governor da tawraga atai CSO lairi ne moi BJP gi manung sing do je kuki sinau sing gi sathok sachin tawbagi moi Raj Bhavan da kaida moi kholin tawal lengmado adugi manung da yawbu ngamde haiba targa su Congress -5 si minus tawro 55 natra ado kuki sinau sing gi hujik lakpada kitang nungaiti haiga su 45 natraba 45 to Hanas Raj Bhavan da ongta punsal laga constitution na piba hai tare akhoi hak ni ko governor da haije gadom na tieba akhoi government semage akhoi leader se leire haibase haige haidana CSO punjin na biu ju ikai draba se irresponsible loiba madu statement ne na ide samai thamjaninge.
Amuko General Secretary Pratap Leisangthem criticized a recent statement by MLA Govindas Konthaujam, who suggested that civil society organization should first unite before calling for unity among elected representatives. Speaking at a human chain demonstration held today at Singjumai Kaithil, Pratap called the remark an attempt to sideline the real issues facing the state. He said it was unbecoming of a public leader to hurl the abuses at one another or indulge in blame games, especially at a time when unity is needed. He asserted that comparing elected representatives who lost relevance once they are voted out with civil society organizations who continuously stand by the people and lead various public movements is completely wrong. Pratap emphasized that while civil society organizations may have differences in opinion, they share a common goal and are working in close coordination. He maintained that such remarks from elected representatives distract from the pressing challenges that Manipur is currently facing.
Akoi look kudimak dai nungsinai phaminai chatminai magi lambi du da amana lan kapa matam da lan se nongmai pai du dang nate ba ising porai ba chak thongai ba du su lan mi ne ba anu mana magi tawba thodang du tawjabani madu akoi myam pulla kanda apun bagi pangan du adu da dum chapmana na gol yor kane na ai thaje haba thamjage moi gumba politician amana ngang baga akoi CSO ga moi ga wa akoi khum tawno badi pamde moina leibak singmani hana tholak moina CSO da moina ga injal la kanda moina na thaida ga chatna du hona badu di tasina laibak tivne haningi aduga moi ga akoi ga di wari sananing de da moi di hayeng magi board politics to loira kan lep kim nimita moi tum khradam ne ada moi ga CSO du di ai sirasu amuko di lekna le hobune ba adu sigi pandam sigi moi yam tikhene na.
Former Minister Dr. K.H. Ratan Kumar has criticized the president's ruled government for failing to address the issue of removal of the word Manipur from an MST bus that ferried media to the Shiri Lili festival. Speaking at a public meeting in Sekmai Jind, he questioned if there are attempts to erase Manipur's identity and urged the government to act. Other dignitaries also voiced concern over the issue.
India gi manung da leiriba akoi na lambi chacha ba matamda ning tamda koi highway singje akoi chacha bagi ayaba se masi gi constitution da piri bane bharat ke samvidhan da piri bane aduna na akoi gi iram da akoi na chacha ba ngamdra ai gi yumda ina leja ba ngamdra ba akoi hingbe kari kanari ye masi ne ba koi na sin nei na ba yam mathau tari base adumang na ni madu gi pen da ba mayam duna nan sirolili chatpa matamda journalist mayam ba yaw bus ta ba Manipur tha ba ya roi hai base masi gi nung gi ba art kari no hai hangar ine adur ke di Manipur se
Southern Hills Chiefs Association has summoned the chairman and secretaries of 8 Nepali villages in Kangpopi district for voicing out condemnation of the recent Gwaltabi incident. In a press note, Southern Hills Chiefs Association informed the chairman and secretaries of the 8 Nepali villages to attend a meeting of the association to be held at its office on 29th of May, and also warned of serious consequences if they fail to attend the said meeting. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the court sentencing a raped convict to 30 years of vigorous imprisonment. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
I gaming Ahibamdit Kumar Singh, NEET UG 2020 exam da Manipur gi oina state topper oiraki, and I am a very proud student of Comet Coaching Institute.
Start your journey with Comet, Manipur leading NEET Coaching Institute. Admissions are now open for the regular NEET UG Medical. Apply before the 31st of May 2025. Classes begin 12th of June 2025. With a legacy of success, 184 students cleared NEET in 2023, 177 in 2024, and state toppers year after year. Experienced faculty, NCERT-based study material, regular assessments, and personal mentorship.
Future experience in the Comet ki manung da lairiba facilities in asi amutang di try to
Free studentships and 50% fee concessions available for meritorious students. Seats are limited. Comet, where excelling is the way of life. Enroll today, shine tomorrow.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Moving on with our bulletin. The Boxo court in Imphal today sent a man convicted of raping a 6-year-old minor girl to 30 years of rigorous imprisonment. The 25-year-old convict hails from an area on the Porompat police station in Imphal East district. In 2022, a rape complaint was filed at the police against him by the victim's mother. Subsequently, he was arrested for interrogation and a case was filed at the court. First Track Special Court Poxo number 1 found him guilty in the rape case after analyzing the charge sheet and the case history on May 23 this year. He was produced before the court for sentence hearing today. The court also ordered compensation for the victim from State Victims Compensation Fund. All Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Workers Union announces steering wheel down of LPG bullet tankers applying along Imphal-Dimapur National Highway number 2 if the union's Segmai branch office is not reopened at the earliest. Speaking at the Segmai gas bottling plant today, Union Joint Secretary Naurind Dilip said the branch office was shut down by state police on March 20 without any clear explanation. He said that the ongoing closure has severely inconvenienced drivers who now must travel to the Imphal head office to address grievances or raise concerns. It may be mentioned that the union on the May 23 warned state authorities of launching steering wheels down strike along Imphal-Juriband and Imphal-Dimapur Road if the union Segmai branch office was not allowed to reopen within a week.
Mamang na su daibai unena starting pyro and hijabal grami si hangdok tabataragadi LPG bullet tanker cylinder puba gari me amsu starting thadokani aduna sarkarna athuba matamda Segmai da leiba union gi branch office se jam thona hangdok piu hangdok tabataragadi akoi starting pai dabai khongjang changchalakani.
Internal dispute within the Manipur People's Party MPP has been resolved and a new full-fledged president of the party will be elected on July 6. Addressing a press meet at the MPP office near Polo Ground today, the party's General Secretary Administration Dr. K. Mukta Shah announced that the Manipur High Court had issued a directive on May 12th to conduct the presidential election within 2 months. The court instructed that the election to be conducted by the state returning officer appointed by the party's central committee in accordance with the party's constitution and election ruled. In line with the court's order, the central committee held a meeting on May 25 and decided to convene general conference on the July 6th. Election for the new president will be held in the afternoon of the same day and the result will be announced immediately thereafter.
July की तांग तरुक सिदा Manipur People's Party की full president full term अनुगो president न मखन की मिकल असी आंखों चरगन हौजिक लगिबा भारत सरकार की मियंग मणिपुर दा तंगदु लेता दबा कम्युनिटी सिंगी मरक तगी एखो लेबाक सिबु थुगाइना होनरिबा तंजा सिदा तंगाई फदना राजनीति की ओइबा अचेत फे अम लौबगी तंगाई फदबदु कोगी स्टेट असि लेरे न कोन लौजै कोई अंगम थौना पुथोक्तन सब यागनी अदुगा पुक्सेल सेंगना अमसुंग मतम क्या की ममांग की लेरकबा कोगी टेरिटोरियल इंटीग्रिटी अमसुंग इतिहास इताई खुमनना अमसुंग जाति सिगी लैरिबा कम्युनिटी मैम सिगी अफो मरी सागतुना कोगी स्टेट सिगी लेंगाक लोंदा सरुप याबो नंदो होनागनी मियामनसु अखोइदा सगतपिउ अमसुंग मिनुंगसि पिउ.
In a unique cross-cultural initiative, 5 first-year students of Korean language at the Department of Foreign Languages, Manipur University, have translated the Korean novel If We Ever Gaze at the Same Sky by renowned Korean actor and writer Cha In-pyo into Maitemeik, Tangkhul and English languages. The release event held at the Korean corner of Manipur University was graced by Head of Department Dr. Ahanthem Romita, Program Director Professors Hun Kyung Lee and Translation Guide Minse Park. The event also featured a special virtual appearance by author Cha In-pyo himself and as special guest. Students who contributed to the translation received a certificate in recognition of their efforts. Dr. Romita noted that the translation project was supported by the Literature Translation Institute of Korea. She emphasized that this initiative would help students understand Korean language more deeply and promote cultural exchange through language learning. Now, the weather report. Rainfall is expected to persist in Manipur over the next few days. According to a report from the India Meteorological Department, heavy showers are highly likely today in the major parts of Tamenglong, Senapati, Ukhrul, Kamjong and Chandel district. Rain is also expected in parts of Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Jiribam, None, Vishnupur, Thoubal, Kakching, Technopald, Chorchanpur and Furjol district. Some areas of Ukhrul, Kamjong, Technopald and Chandel district may continue to receive rain. Tomorrow, rainfall is likely to affect Tamenglong, Senapati, Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Jiribam, None, Vishnupur, Thoubal, Kakching, Chorchanpur and Furjol district. Now the news from the world of sports. 4 league matches of the ongoing 5th MNC Luang Pokpa T20 cricket tournament were played today. In today's first and the 33rd league match of the tournament played at the Modelled Higher Secondary School and Oriental College ground, as CCC Singjumei Thongam Leikai defeated KCC Kongba by 20 runs. As CCC Singjumei Thongam Leikai bowler Rakeshwar Republic become man of the match. In the 34th league match played at the Moijing Public Ground, Thoubal Modelled Club Jingamaka defeated MPSC Manipur Central jailed by 18 runs. In the match, Model Club Jingamaka's all-rounder and Langloyamba was named man of the match. In the 35th league match played at Larenjom Public Ground, PTCC Patsoi Patri defeated Krau Khamnam Kaithild by 58 runs. PTCC Patsoi Patri batter Andy became man of the match, and in the 36th Khudaiband Lampak Tauthong Race Kwai Nagamapal defeated ESU Palace Compound by 45 runs. Race Kwai Nagamapal all-rounder Rinku Kangujam became man of the match. PTRC Patsoi Part 4 and the Thao Thangaiband battled their opponents in today's match of the ongoing 3rd MNCA Women's T20 Cricket Tournament under the aegis of Manipur Cricket Association. In the 13th league match played at Thao Thangaiband ground, PTRC Patsoi Part 4 defeated TC and the DC Thongju Part 2 by 94 runs. Linthoi Rajkumari stood out with 46 runs and a wicket. Meanwhile, at Sedok ground Kongba, Thao Thangaiband defeated PCC Mayai Koibi by 10 wickets. Kalpana Kaishamd was named player of the match for her unbeaten 25 runs after 21 balls. 2 more league matches will be played tomorrow. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Public outrage over the Gwaltabi incident shows no sign of abating as citizens, both young and old, carry out human chain protests from Singjumai Gate Hill to Lilong Thong Kong and the protests at various places. Condemning the recent Gwaltabi incident, Kokomi Students Front launches boycott of central government offices by locking up office of Chief Electoral Officer and the Geological Survey of India in Lumpur. Congress Legislative Leader Okram Ibobi condemns Gwaltabi incident as an insult to people of Manipur, demands public apology from those responsible, else warns of legal action. And Amuku General Secretary Pratap Leishangten says MLAs asking civil society organizations to unite first, better, before asking elected representatives to unite is a blatant move to sideline real issues facing the state. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is prime-timed Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Warum be yade? Akhoi di amuk tang season na raga loer ba plastic sing di